Good afternoon. My name is Joe Upong. I am the National Public Relations Officer of PECOCOSA, which is the FTC Kwali All Students Association. Today is the 4th of April 2019, and I am here in Gwagwalada in the office of our one and only esteemed mentor, patron, former principal, Alhaji Yawa. And we're here today on behalf of the National Executive Committee and the rest of the House to find out from him a number of things concerning the state of the school and concerning his life in retirement. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's truly a pleasure and honor to be here.
Thank you.
Please, if you don't mind introducing yourself yet again for our audience watching at home.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. My name is Abdullahi B. Yawa, the former principal of Federal Government College Kwali, Abuja, and I'm currently the chairman, School-Based Management Committee of that institution. This committee is charged with the responsibility of running the affairs and advising and helping the management to run the institution properly. I started as the chairman of this institution almost a year ago, and I've gone around the school, and I'm not too comfortable with what I see. All the same, I'm happy to observe that the old boys have done very well, because I've shown around and seen the activities of the old boys, or old students, and I'm happy with that. But yet, that is not enough, because the school has really degenerated to the extent that one will feel terribly bad if you see the workings in the school.
First, please, may I ask on behalf of our members what life has been like for you since you left the education system, which I know you spent your entire career as an educator?
Yes. Well, I want to tell you that I've been retired, or I retired just about 12 years ago.
Which year was that, sir?
2007. Yes. I retired. That April, precisely, April 15th. And since then, I've just been hanging around. Not much. You know me as a farmer, so I do some aspect of farming, particularly rice farming, and keep some animals. And that's what is keeping me busy. Right. But I want to inform you that just about 2 weeks ago, the Alumni recognized my contribution to education, and they gave me the title of Galadima Makaranta. That is the Galadima Makaranta, the person who has been contributed to schools development in the area. Well, I think we intend to say in the nation. So that is the new title I have been given, and I want to thank the Emir for that.
Sure. We will also thank the Emir too. In fact, if we had a way to pay him a courtesy visit, we would as well. And we're really proud to hear such things. Yes. We, as Kwali ex-students, know the impact you had on our lives. That is why 25 years after I graduated, I still know my principal. And I can only imagine what would have happened if, in the wider society, we had more those like you who were also impacting people. So we also congratulate you on behalf of everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. And I would ask then that in your taking a broad view now of the whole situation, what would you say has been what would you say is the most interesting or striking, let me say, result, in the sense that up till now we have a lot of ex-students who look up to you, who seek your counsel and so on, and this must have come because of the impact you made on their lives and this is cemented by what you just said about the recognition.
Yeah.
So what is it about this? How did you manage to get all this done?
Well, let me tell you, I think I was driven, when I was in the school system, I was driven by the earlier influence I had. Right from the word go, I attended teacher training college. And while I was a teacher training college, I met an American who invited me to go to America to further my studies. And on completion of my studies, even while I was in the training, I insisted that I should continue, train as a teacher, so that I'll come back and impact on, others. And that's what happened. I had opportunities to study other areas of learning of studies, but I refused. So when I came back, I started. I think within a year that I came back from, about a year and a half, I came back. In those days, I made a principal, and at GS Kagara. Then I came to GS Sileja, then moved to Kwali. Kwali is where I spent time longest in all the schools I attended. And I think because of my ambition to contribute to the development of the youth, that's what kept me there. And I never looked at what goes on outside. All I'm interested in, all I like is to see to the development of this youth. And that's all. That's why I was able to spend all my career in teaching.
So that's a very, very strong philanthropic spirit, I must say. And as a result, how do you feel when you see where your students have come at all?
I think one of the happiest moments of my life is to meet the students that went through my hand, and I always feel happy, especially when I see more than one of them at the same time. That's when I feel happy. Here's somebody I have contributed to. His life is now even enjoying better life than me. That's very good. That makes me happy.
Sure.
And each time I've been trying to find out how many students have passed through my life, even by number. And I can't. I just estimated to be about 10,000.
Oh wow!
Because since 1976 up to 2002 that I left school, I have so many. Presently, I have an ex-student who's in the Federal Executive Council. I have many that are executive, managing some parastatals. Well, I would like to use this opportunity to thank all the old students of FGC Kwali, the Kwalites, for the effort they have made so far in coming to attend the school. We appreciate it. But as I said earlier, the school really degenerated, and they will need a very, maybe a sort of martial attention, martial approach to be able to bring it to the level we would call a good school, which we all crave for, even when we were there. I know, even when we were there, we were just building that we're developing. We couldn't reach the level we wanted, but the situation is now, I think it's even worse. So please, I'd like to use this opportunity to talk to you, to call you to come together and plan how to assist the school. The school really needs your help. As the chairman of SBLC, we met and we identified the problems of the school, how we can develop the school into next level, and we've apportioned this areas that people can come in. We have done that of the government, where the government will come in, where the PTA will come in, and we have also assigned where the old students can come in to assist the school. We have identified 3 areas for the old students, and that is provision of electricity. Up to this moment, most part of the day, the school does not get electricity supply from the mains. Another one is the water supply. We're still relying on borehole. You can imagine, then with the number of students we have, and just few boreholes, the water is not adequate. So we are thinking of a way you people can assist to get the water supply constantly there. And the third issue is that of dormitory rehabilitation. Honestly, you need to be there to see what the dormitories look like. So if we can get you to rehabilitate all the dormitories, that will go a long way to make learning very conducive in that school. So please, I don't know how we are going to organize yourselves, but my suggestion is that at least find a way to mobilize everybody from 1989, graduate of 1989, up to those of even last year. If it were possible to assign fees for everybody, or what do you call it, fees, let everybody pay something. Those who, I know some of you that are billionaires already, so they can come on their own big way. Maybe they can invest $500 million in the school. The reason is that I still look up to this FGC to be the hub of unity. You can understand what is going on in this country now. I strongly feel that you, the alumni, the old student of Kwali, can turn the trend of what is going on in this country now. We just don't seem to like each other again, and this is not what we learn at FGC Kwali. Let's start from here. Let's catch those who are inside there now, young, and let them come out and with the legacy, and they come out to be ambassador of good neighborliness.
Thank you very much for that presentation, sir. We really appreciate you explaining to us the needs of the school and what's been happening. Some of us are, as the executives, we are conducting an audit now of the school, following what you have directed, to understand exactly where and how our intervention would best come in. You know, as we discussed, the water deficiency, the electricity deficiency, the dormitory rehabilitation, we have to assess it from an engineering standpoint and decide how to approach it and what is doable, what's not doable, and then convey that to our members and also convey that to you as well. So, great qualities. You've heard from our father, Principal Yawa, and we are taking action right now. The National Executive Committee, Supernangba, the President, myself, and all the others are working right now to follow up with the school on this. This is the 4th of April, 2019. Within the next few weeks, we will have communicated to you on all the details of this issue. So we're working with the other officials, the chapter heads, and the set representatives and others to address these issues, and we hope you will be able to help to the best of your ability. Any interest, questions, inquiries anyone may have, we are welcome to our office so we can all work together, put heads together, and make Kwali Center of Excellence and the school we all used to know, at least for the next generations. Thank you very much.
FGC Kwali, our alma mater, has in recent times been plagued with several infrastructural issues. This was brought to the knowledge of the Old Students Association by former Principal Alhaji A.B. Yawa during the school's career day in March 2019. Following the appeal by Alhaji Yawa, on the 4th of April 2019, the association's National Publicity Secretary, Joseph Upong, K94, put together a team including a private engineer with the aim of noting firsthand the problem areas and analyzing possible solutions. The tour began at the old school library led by the HOD of the English department, Mrs. Ubong. As at today, the old school library is not conducive for reading. The building has cracked walls and is gradually caving in. Also, the ceiling is in a bad state. The HOD stated that a new library building exists, but has not been put to use since it was built. She pointed that if the library can be moved to that building, half of the problem may be solved. On getting to the new library building, it was discovered that the building is empty without any form of furnishing, and the ceiling in some rooms have fallen off as a result of the use of untreated wood. The new library building will need a general renovation and possible re-roofing. The girls' hostel was the next point of call. Major issues faced by the students include leaking tanks, broken tap heads, broken louvers, torn mosquito nets, and inadequate space within the hostel. Cyclic maintenance of the water system is recommended, as well as general repairs. A similar case was seen in the boys' hostel. Power supply is one of the major issues the school is faced with. 90 liters of diesel is used up within 3.5 hours, which comes to 500 liters in a week. Jerrycans are used to store up diesel as there is no physical diesel storage. Introducing a solar power system may be the solution to power outage in the school. Dear iconic Kwalites, we can give back to the school by working together towards solving these problems. Let us assist in creating a more conducive environment for the younger generations while writing our names in the history books of the school.